Hi, welcome back. Right now we have what is the area of a triangle. So we didn't do this this year. We've done area of rectangles and we've done area of irregular shapes. But the area of a triangle is very easy. It's very, very similar to the area of a rectangle. The only difference is it's going to be half of the area of a rectangle. So as you can see, I drew the same triangle, except for I drew it to scale. This is actually 45 millimeters and this is 80 millimeters across. So we do have a length and a width. So when we have a triangle, if you notice, the reason why I did an outline of a rectangle is just to show you that if I took this length and width and just carried it out, that it would be like two identical triangles pieced together, one pointing this way and one pointing that way. If you can see, this is the red triangle, same triangle that they give you on the problem, and just imagine that same triangle going this way in white. So that way you know that you have a rectangle, and that rectangle is composed of two triangles. This is why for the area of a triangle, it is base times height divided by 2, or 1/2 base times height. Now your base can be either side of a triangle. It could be this side or it could be this side. It just depends on how your triangle is sitting. If this triangle was standing up, this will be the base. But it really doesn't matter as long as you're dividing it by 2. So you can multiply these two numbers together first and then divide it by 2. Or you could take one of these numbers, which would be the base, and divide it by 2, and then multiply it times the height. In this case, I'm gonna take the base, I'm gonna take 1/2 of the base and multiply it times the height. So right here, my base is 80. So I'm gonna take 1/2 of 80 and I'm gonna multiply that times 45. I'm actually gonna demonstrate it both ways just so that you can see you're gonna come up with the same answer. So I have 80 millimeters, that is my base. The base is the bottom, that is where your shape sits. 1/2 of 80. That means 1/2 times 80, or 80 divided by 2. 80 divided by 2. We do know that the fraction bar is a division symbol. I know that 8 divided by 2 is 4, and I have a 0 here. So 80 divided by 2 is 40. So far I have 1/2 of the base. Now I have to multiply that times the height. So I have to multiply 40 times 45. This will be our next step. That's the first step. Here's our second step. So 40 times 45, I'm just gonna do standard multiplication. 5 times 0, 5 times 4. Put your 0 to hold the place. 4 times 0, and then 4 times 4. Okay, I'm gonna add my partial products together. I have 0, 0, 8, 1. So the area of this triangle is 1,800 millimeters squared, or square millimeters. Now, the second way I'm gonna show you is if we took the area of the rectangle and divided that area in half, because you see the triangle is 1/2 of this big rectangle. So if you take the area of a rectangle, you're taking the length times the width, or the base times the height, which is 80 times 45. And then you're gonna take this and divide it by 2, because we wanna split it in half. So if I do 80 times 45, I'm gonna do a different color. If I do 80 times 45, I'm gonna get the area of the whole entire rectangle that I have up here. That's gonna be the whole area. 5 times 0, and then 5 times 8 is 40. I'm gonna put a placeholder because I'm done multiplying the 5, and I'm moving over to the 4. 4 times 0, and then 4 times 8 is 32. And then I'm gonna add my partial products, 0, 0, 6, 3. Okay, so the area of the whole entire rectangle is 3,600 square millimeters. So now what I have to do is take 3,600 and divide it by 2. Because we only want half. We don't want to know the area of the whole rectangle. We want to know the area of the triangle. So you can do it this way using mental math. I know that 36 divided by 2 is 18, and then I would add the 2 zeros. Or if you just don't feel comfortable doing that and you want to do long division, you can take your dividend and divide it by 2. 2 goes into 3 one time. 1 times 2 is 2. Subtract. 3 minus 2 is 1. Bring down your 6. 2 goes into 16 8 times. 8 times 2 is 16. Subtract. You have 0. Bring down your 0. 2 goes into 0 0 times. And then there's another 0. I'm sorry, subtract that 0. It leaves you with 0. You bring down that next 0. It's gonna end up being 0. So 3,600 divided by 2 is 1,800. And that is your area for just the triangle. Okay, so I hope you understood what I meant by a triangle is half of a rectangle. So we take our area of a rectangle and divide it by half. That is where the formula for the area of a triangle is derived from. If you have any further questions, give me a call. You know how to reach me. And thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.